Now, I would like to call our next speaker, Mr. Sandeep Tandon, Country Program Manager, Facility of Low Carbon Technology Deployment, UNIDO, and I would like to congratulate him for the Global MSME Champion Award 2023. Congrats, Mr. Sandeep, and welcome on the event.
Thank you. Am I audible?
Yes, you are.
Yeah, thank you, Ananya. It's an honor and a great privilege to be recognized for the Global MSME Champion Award for 2023. It's been interesting to see the development that are taking place and globally world over, and the work GCPIT has been doing is championing for the particular cause. So again, accept my congratulations to GCPIT team for this exemplary work. I'm going to talk a little bit about the work I've been doing on promoting the clean technology and low carbon technology based startups that are working with the medium and small enterprises at UNIDO, which is based in New Delhi office in India. We have been running a program for promoting innovative low carbon technology solutions for the industrial and commercial sectors. And this work that we have been doing is funded, supported by the Global Environment Facility. And that has been, the work has been going on since the past 6 years. So some of you might know that it's a specialized agency of the United Nations and promotes and accelerates sustainable industrial development. There's currently 171 member states, and it provides the technical cooperation, support, and action-oriented research and policy advisory support to various member countries. And without going into details of what UNIDO does, it's a large portfolio of activities. So I'll just focus on the topic that we've been talking about particularly for the MSME. And UNIDO does a lot of work all over the world and in India for the medium and small industrial enterprises. So one of the areas that UNIDO has been working and has been in global prominence in discussion has been about the last 2 years ago when India presented 5-pronged approach for reducing its carbon footprint as well as reducing the specific energy consumption. That brought also a focus on attaining that the net zero status by 2070. So like many countries that made their pledge, India also pledged to attain net zero by 2070. Now these kind of very aggressive target, one is by 2030 to increase the or reduce the specific energy consumption to 45% from 2005 base, requires very aggressive adoption of low carbon technologies and switching over to renewables. But this transition also requires that there's mainstreaming innovation across all sectors of economy, and that requires a multi-pronged approach. And I'm happy to share that UNIDO has been pioneering this work globally with many developing countries by working on clean technology, and promoting innovation, but specifically in India through this program, which becomes a vehicle for which I've been managing over the past 7 years for low carbon technology deployment. So here our objective is to identify the technology gaps where there is a scope for energy saving, and then select the innovative technology solutions that address this gap, which means we have to run an innovation challenge annually and select the innovative technology and provide support to demonstrate, do its field trial and validate the efficacy, and thereby establishing that these innovative technologies can provide what kind of benefit it can provide thereby working towards facilitating its scale up. So when we started the program, we had to work with various agencies of Government of India, like Startup India, which is the flagship program. Agni, we have also onboarded some of the credible partners from the industries like Confederation of Indian Industry and a number of other players to launch the work, which is unprecedented. So we have been working on technology areas which normally fit in the industrial and commercial category, identifying the technology gaps and finding out the solution as well as product. So, for instance, we have been working on thermal efficiency and waste heat recovery, pumps and motors, space conditioning. Some of them have overlaps and cross-cutting themes. But then we added on to industrial resource efficiency, electrical energy storage, and industrial IoT. So being UNIDO, we have remained focused and we have been wanting to come up with the innovations that can be that are of use to the industries and the commercial sector. And the interesting part is these innovative technologies are produced or brought forward by a lot of startups and MSMEs. So one of the support that this program has been providing is a financial support to validate and conduct the field trials, where typically the funding is of the order of 30 to 40 lakh rupees. But there are a lot of technical mentoring, technology validation, de-risking, industry linkages, and that technology gets scaled up. So one of the things that we have pushed to the discussion across the pan India is that when you take a innovation, it has to go on the move up on the ladder on technology readiness. So a technology that is available in the market has reached a technology maturity of on a scale of 1 to 9, it reached the technology maturity of 9. Whereas when we take the innovation under this program, we take them at technology readiness level of 5, and then we provide the hand-holding support and taking them to very close to 8 or 9 when they are ready to go for commercialization. So that is something that we have been able to succeeded in bringing attention to all the stakeholders, industry, that you had to undertake this journey and take the risk. So over a period of time, we have been running this innovation challenge in the past 5 years. We have, out of more than 760 applications, we have selected 77 winners and provided or committed 23 crore rupees, which is roughly about $3 million plus. And which the money is given directly to the startups and the enterprises and the companies to develop the solution and take them for the commercialization. So there's a financial benefit, there's a risk sharing mechanism, and many of these innovations that have been developed in all these areas are very unique. And these are the all these startups are typically a micro enterprise. So and industrial partner is developing innovative solution for the bigger larger industrial players. So this innovation program therefore is unique, that we have working in the B2B or business to business space and coming about the innovation with the main aim that with these innovations the end users, the industry, as they adopt, will be able to reduce their specific energy consumption, reduce their carbon footprint, and eventually this is the first step, I would say, that we have been able to put forward in a very concrete way, which when adopted would put everybody on the path of energy transition and on a long-term journey on the decarbonization. So the goal for decarbonization and energy transition is to look at whatever technology, most efficient technology available in the market, and start adopting it. So across the various technology areas, we have number of the technologies that have been validated, and out of these 77 winners, about 35 technologies have been validated, and about 22 technologies have been already commercially available in each of their specific segment. And many of these solutions have been adopted by not only smaller enterprises, medium and small, industrial players, but even some of the very large industries that are in the space of steel sector or power generation, FMCG, steel forging, textile. So a number of, and then a variety of solutions that have come out through this program, and information is we have put it on the public domain. So I take it's been an honor and to work and come up with a very innovative solution that are being developed, and that can once established in the adopted in the market, they are ready to go in the other market also, because developing countries most of them face similar challenges, as well as the industries across this particular segment face similar challenges. And in any ways, for the energy transition, there is an investment required in finding innovation and innovative solutions. So one of the primary solution that we have developed has also through various other forums have received honors, accolades from President of India, as well as the ministers for their contribution in terms of the capability of providing the energy saving potential. So the program has been instrumental in stirring up the pot for technology side, clean tech, as opposed to other areas of innovation. But clean tech innovations require a lot of patience and hand holding support, but also understanding on the part of the industry that this is in their benefit to adopt these innovative technology solutions, and without affecting their the business plan or their business process. So energy transition that we talk about involves accelerated deployment of the renewable energy and energy efficiency and new energy like green hydrogen and alternatives like biofuels. Many of them are in the near commercialization, or it's commercially available. But then we also talk about low carbon energy, which means we are working towards reducing the carbon footprint by integrating climate change with the development objective. But when we talk about the industrial decarbonization, then it is about the phasing out of the atmospheric greenhouse gas emission from all aspects of the industry without compromising the industrial sector's contribution. And that precisely requires innovation. I mean, so whatever innovation is that is being come out in the last few years in this particular decade will eventually get commercialized in the following decade in the 30s, and this work needs to be continued, that momentum. So by looking at the long term, by beyond 2030, by 2040, much of the reduction of the GHG emissions would come from the innovative technologies that are in very nascent stage, but these need to be nurtured and adopted so that they get into the mainstream of the industry. So overall, our experience has been that clean tech innovations require some handholding support for validation and technology trials, and differentiation will have to be made for connecting with the suppliers of the innovative technology and commercially available technology. There is a difference. One has to look at it, but the hand-holding support is necessary. But the investment in also innovative clean technologies, based on our experience, has been that is a worthwhile, needs to be continued, and you need to as an organization is committed to providing this support and innovations to the MSME. So with that, I'll pause and stop here for your remarks. Thank you so much again for this opportunity.
Thank you, Mr. Sandeep, for joining us today. And once again, I would like to congratulate you for the Global MSME Champion Award 2023. Congratulations.
Thank you.